Are you still there? Am I? What did we miss?
Elliot, what is stage 2?
The femtocell you had Angela install created a backdoor inside Evil Corp. It was to get access to the UPSs inside one of their buildings. These innocuous backup batteries in the New York facility can turn into idle bombs with the right malware.
They'd have no chance at rebuilding their database. You were planning this with them all along behind my back.
No, it wasn't like that.
Killing all of those people.
It wasn't me! I'm calling this operation off.
I suppose our employer will be disappointed.
I don't have an employer. I need you to keep an eye on me. I need you to tell me if I'm ever him. You're the only person I can trust.
I need to get dressed, and then we'll go.
When we spoke earlier, he was looking at me like we'd never met.
You brought me in to manage him, and that's exactly what I've done. I'm gonna get him a job at Evil Corp. Doesn't hurt to have him on the inside, given our situation.
I'm gonna undo the hack. I'm sending shipping requests to the actual facilities, but in the manifest, I'm making it look like all the paper is still arriving in New York. Maybe I fucked up an already fucked up world, but I'm fixing it now. Hitting undo. And friend, it feels great.
Joanna Wellick. Your husband, Tyrell Wellick, was accused of murdering Scott Knowles' wife, Sharon Knowles, until you claimed Scott Knowles confessed to killing his wife while beating you. And since then, a bartender from the night of the party has also come forward to corroborate your story.
I didn't need Scott Knowles to be arrested to know that my husband is innocent. He is the only man I've ever loved, and the only man I ever will love.
The rest of the world needs China to embrace eCoin now.
I don't give a fuck about your record. Until I get my UN vote, don't waste my time.
Or maybe in 11 days, the administration changes its mind about your precious UN vote.
My associates found your pet employee after she smuggled out documents on the Washington Township plant. Now that I've gotten a chance to talk to her, I can see why you like her. Don't mistake my generosity for generosity.
Stage 2. I want it to happen on the day of the UN vote. It's time Philip Price's hand got slapped.
You're a CHS, confidential human source. Your job is to get intel from Elliot on Tyrell Wellick. That is the only reason you're not in jail right now.
What are you doing?
You know that telling Elliot anything about this would violate the terms of your immunity.
Why are you awake? It's early.
Not answering my question.
It's you.
What did you do with the computer? Why did you sleep here last night?
You're scaring me.
Answer me!
I checked with the other facilities. Elliot's been rerouting the shipments all over the country.
No.
I need you to fire Elliot Alderson.
And this is your request.
It is.
Consider it done.
I'm working with the FBI.
You've been working with the FBI behind my back? You've been spying on me?
He snuck out of the apartment around 2 a.m. and met up with Angela. She knew it was him. I think the two of them had been working with
Tyrell. Angela, is there something you want to tell me?
After today, your revolution succeeds. You just need the courage to see it through.
Angela, whatever White Rose told you is a lie. She's a fucking terrorist. And if you let this happen...
And we're going to look back and see that these consequences were necessary.
people are going to die!
No, they're going to be fine!
I need to kill stage 2 before it kills anyone else. Angela helped them get around my patch and sign their own malware with a cloned HSM. If I can roll it, Mr. Robot. The malware is already loaded. Hydrogen is filling up the battery room right now. There are too many factors to predict when it's going to blow. Could be 2 hours, or it could explode at any second. We did it.
Where are Joanna and my son?
It's not gonna work out.
We had a deal.
You fucking promised!
I'm afraid the situation is more nuanced than that.
You have to stop the attack! No, listen to me! You have to stop the attack!
What attack?
I saw you manipulating my brother.
You're the ones who dragged me into this.
We didn't ask you to blow up a goddamn building full of people.
You don't know what you're talking about.
71 buildings owned by E-Corp exploded or caught fire. There has been
I fought so hard to protect the New York facility that I couldn't see the bigger picture. It wasn't a single point of failure. I was.
Right now, the estimate's around 3,000. They're gonna be okay, right?
You have a guy that'll point you to the terrorists who held him hostage. The actual people behind the attacks.
But after this, I get to see my family, yes?
Your wife's dead. If you're thinking about telling anyone here about me, you won't live to place a flower at your wife's grave.
Willick ID'd the two suspects, both corroborated by Sasan Nori, our society video perp.
What I discovered is real. Do you know what that means? We could potentially undo this whole thing.
Everything in this room is only here to tell a story.
If anything does happen to us, if I don't make it back to my computer, I sent the email to go out automatically to someone I trust.
Maybe there are still things left for me to do.
All went according to plan. Why come after me?
Your pet project. Angela Moss was allowed to continue with her lawsuit.
I lost everything because of you. My son's taken to Denmark, and my wife's dead!
May I come in? You have been appointed CTO at E-Corp. You are a mere figurehead I inherited from a deal gone wrong. Obedience will be your only task at my company.
There's a chance we can recover all of E-Corp's data.
The feds confiscated his drives. Now all of his data's in the FBI evidence storage system.
Sentinel is the Fort Knox of closed networks. The only way we do this is if I go to them.
You just worry about getting in the Sentinel. Let me worry about the Dark Army.
So this is why you came here?
There are files in Sentinel that can help decrypt all of E-Corp's data.
I hear you have some information on stage 3.
If you truly want to end them, eliminating eCoin is the only way.
When the Dark Army operatives' malware copies my file to their command and control server, it'll be queued up for an operator to review its contents. Once opened, my exploit will give me full access to their management interface.
I don't think their target is E-Corp anymore. I think it's us.
Miss Moss, I'm going to need you to come with us.
Santiago, what are you doing?
Taking her to holding.
71 buildings. Would you have done it?
I would have found another way.
Because as much as there is a part of you and me, there is a part of me and you.
The FBI has a mole. There's the cocksucker. Dead center.
I gotta find a way to trace him.
Elliot.
Just give me a minute.
Elliot. I strongly recommend you choose the easy way here and come with me.
Elliot.
Don't fucking move.
This is the +1 that you've been squawking about. Come on, miss. Let's go.
Just look at the sky. Take a deep breath. Try to enjoy the fresh air.
This isn't worth it. You can live with
it. We're retiring this shit stain, and you're taking his place. You work for the Dark Army now.
I had a chance to review your paperwork for stage 3. Surprisingly,
It's bullshit. There is no stage 3, but you already knew that.
I own every single system the Dark Army has compromised. If you hurt her, we'll all get released.
No! I also know how to move whatever project you have in the Washington Township plant to the Congo, while you sit back, missing your deadlines, doing nothing. I've engineered a hack that can solve all of your problems, and I'm willing to give it to you.
Your jealousy has always blinded you to Mr. Olson's value. That is why you can never see my plan through to the end.
The Coast Guard is allowing a shipment of humanitarian aid to Iran.
I ain't got to tell you what they gonna do if this don't check out right.
What do we do now?
Undo the hack.
I wouldn't have come if I had known this was your house.
I was getting concerned about you. I needed to manipulate you into dropping that contingency from your lawsuit. You were threatening her plant, and she would have done anything to stop those inspections, including killing you.
Why would you care if she killed me?
I am your father.
Romero was just spying on us. He caught someone else exporting the key data.
If you didn't do it, then who the fuck did?
On the night of the hack, I transferred the keys from the arcade to a remote virtual machine on our box at home. I then burned it to a CD. You'll find the seed data and the algorithm embedded in one of those pictures. You'll know the one. With those two pieces, you should be able to regenerate the keys that were used to encrypt all of E-Corp's data.
Who are you?
Just a brave traveler.
It's finally come home.